Hello everybody, Maven here, and today I'm going to show you how to one-tap with the bow. So for those that don't know, I uploaded a video last week reviewing the Lumina in PvE, and I said in that video that I haven't tried it in PvP yet. Well, guess what I went and did? So yes, the Lumina has a perk where you can get a kill with it. It leaves the remnants like the thorn. You go and pick them up, you hip fire them at an ally, and you and them gain a 35% damage bonus for 10 seconds. So to make it easy to kill with the Lumina, you just got to do bow hot swapping. So you hit them with the bow, that's going to weaken them so you can one-tap them with the Lumina and go and pick up those remnants. But then also note that when you kill them with that Lumina, you then proc Harmony for your bow. So then you get the Blessing of the Sky buff by shooting an ally, and then you get Harmony at the same time, and that is going to allow your bow to do 209 damage to the head with Harmony because they stack. And note that you also have some time before you even have to swap to the weapon to proc Harmony, so you have like 10 total seconds to go and find somebody to one-tap. It's very forgiving. Now, this is a bow that you can currently focus at Zavala, so go ahead and do that if you want this roll to try this combo out. And to address the elephant in the room, yes, I do have adept accuracy on this because I did the glitch and I'm scared to take it off in fear of breaking it. But you should be running the quick access sling. Now here's my mod setup. We got targeting, unflinching mods, and then dexterity mods because we are hot swapping. We have outreach on our class item as well as invigoration so that our smoke bomb can charge quicker. That's very important because we're on Night Stalker, so we can go invis more. Got utility kickstart to spam dodge more. Reaper because we are dodging a lot. We can get orbs. And I feel like holster mods are very important when you're doing a hot swap build, so do that. And then I got absolution as well. We don't have the healing orb mods on our boots because we are running Echo of Starvation, so we pick up an orb, we instantly gain Devour, which gives us all of our health back, so we don't need those orb mods. And then we have vigilance and persistence, so we can stay invis longer and get overshields when we are weak. Here are my abilities. And my heavy of choice is the Wendigo, and needless to say, we're running Oathkeepers because it's a bow build. And now let's begin the highlight reel of some clips that I got from the last 4 games I played with this build. I'm just gonna do some post commentary over the clips. So as scummy as this is to admit, I am a connoisseur of these hot swapping type builds. I know it's very cheap, but hey, we all have our guilty pleasures in Destiny, and this one's mine. Now I did a couple hot swapping bow builds on the channel before, one of which was with the Rain of Fire, and you pair that with a stasis fusion rifle in the kinetic slot, and then you have the Strident Whistle, and that'll allow you to do 199.7 damage to the head. It says 200, but it's really not. So it just barely doesn't pick up the one tap against Guardians with 10 resilience. They have to be 9 or less, so it doesn't quite kill Titans. So I would say that today's combo is probably better than that one, but it's still there on the channel if you want to go and check it out. And the other bow hot swapping video I did is now deleted because the video contained a controversial character in the Destiny community who is probably banned by now. But it was an Ariana's Vow hot swapping build. You just use the Dragon Shadow exotic chest piece, you dodge so you get maxed out handling, you use the bow, hit them, swap to the Ariana's Vow, and the TTK is stupidly ridiculous, and it's still a very strong build. But I would say it's a lot less forgiving if you miss your shot compared to today's build. So this one today is very consistent. And if you are a bow main out there, I recommend trying this build out. Although I know that bow mains don't like to hot swap because it's kind of a cheap thing to do. But I still recommend giving it a try because, you know, bow mains tend to like one-tapping with the bow, right? So it is definitely worth your time to try this out. And if you're a good player, you can get this combo to work probably twice per game on average. I found that it works about once per game for me personally. But even with that amount of consistency of like having it once per game, it's still pretty good because, you know, it's still at the end of the day a bow hot swapping build, which is a broken thing to do in Destiny. I would say I played about 8 games with this build so far, and the least amount of kills I got in one game is 21. So you're gonna slay out really hard if you're doing bow hot swapping, no matter what you do. And now I don't really trust myself to use the Lumina on its own. Like, I don't trust myself to use a hand cannon under 80 stability, rather, just because, you know, I'm a controller player and I can't really control the lower stability hand cannons, so I have to hot swap. But if you are confident in using a Lumina on its own, then there's a lot of other ways that you can break this weapon. Like there's a Harmony SMG called the Out of Bounds, and if you do the same Blessing of the Sky Harmony combo with that, it shreds extremely fast. And then there is slug shotguns that get Harmony, like I believe the Inquisitor gets it, and that will allow you to one tap to the body with a slug. And there are a lot of other high damaging archetypes that you can probably find some ways to make one tap. Like for example, a high impact sniper rifle. If you have the Blessing of the Sky and you're in an empowering rift, you might be able to one tap with that. and maybe some things you can do with glaives, with harmony, or with unstoppable force, and so on and so forth. Like, the Lumina in general is just a very underappreciated, forgotten about, underused exotic in Crucible. Like, depending on what you pair this with, it can be nasty if you main this. And as usual, I'll have a dim loadout link to this build down below in the description and the pinned comment if you would like to give it a try. And that's pretty much gonna do it for the video. I know it was a little bit of a shorter one, but it was just a little highlight reel to show you this crazy combo. Maybe you might want to give it a try. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit the like button and drop a comment, because interacting with the video in different types of ways like that really helps it out and helps the algorithm. And if you are new here, consider subscribing. Would love to have you here. And with that, I will catch you in the next video. See you later.